Oh. Hello guys, and in today's video I'm officially going to be starting a brand new series. So basically what I am thinking about doing is basically getting $1 million, which you guys can't even see right now. I have 500K for this video, but I'm going to be getting more money. And I want to spend that $1 million on drift cars, alright? We're going to be starting out absolutely amazing. This is one of my all-time favorite drift cars. I can't lie. This thing is awesome to drive around in general. It is the Rapid GT, and as well with that, I'm not buying it, but I'm just saying there is a convertible version for $8,000 more. But I'm thinking this one is definitely the way to go. It's cheaper, and it basically has the same customization, even though the top, like the convertible thing, version of this car, you can customize the seatbelt color if you guys are into that kind of stuff. It is matched with the primary color, I believe, or secondary color, I can't remember. But just let that be known. But this is what I'm going to be buying. And as well, I am going to be counting the money each step of the way. Oh, yo, investments. Gotta like it. Okay, well, that's all I'd say for that thing. Anyways, moving directly on. I forgot about that car. I need to move it out of here. Both of these. Like, the van and that don't belong in here right now. But, as you guys know, I'm gonna cheap out on this series. Just letting you guys know. So armor is one thing you could need on a drift car if you're stancing it, because sometimes the car is a little bit finicky and sometimes will blow up in your face. So armor will be kind of needed in that sense. But I'm not stancing this. I'm using low grip tires because those are perfect. Which is also another place I have to go ahead and go over to later. Brakes, again, I'm a cheap out, and also usually stock brakes are better for me personally when I drift in this game, because I just like the feel of stock brakes. The more brake upgrade you do get better brakes for when you need to stop, but in drift you sometimes, especially when tandeming, stock brakes is better because you know where your car is actually going to be instead of the race brakes and stuff like that. It gets a little weird and complicated, and you can't exactly brake while tandeming, which I use kind of a little bit to make sure I modulate my car's throttle. So in that case, I am not going to be using that. Roll cage, I'm actually not sure on. Do I add in a roll cage? Do I? I'm thinking. Roll cages, on the other hand, are really good. Um, Sometimes. But do I want to add in this, or do I save my money? It's not that bad. Also, it does make it so you have to shoot 60 bullets into your car if you want to stance it, just letting that be known as well. And also, it does provide some sort of thing, but I think I'm gonna go with it. That's my first money spent. Zoink Scoops, we've used $1,100 already. Engine upgrades, again, is another thing. Just basically max it out to whatever you can. Obviously, my budget is different than probably your budget, but I would go with the most expensive one because you need it for a drift car, and it's obviously gonna make it better. But over time, you can maybe upgrade it, and once you get more money. But I have a select amount of money to play with here. Upgraded exhausts, I don't need, so I'm not gonna do it. Carbon hood, I don't need. Plates are free, so that doesn't even matter. I'm gonna go with my high gamer plate, like on my other car, or not on my other car. I have the Aston plate. That's honestly kind of cool. All my plates. I think I'm almost maxed out. It's crazy, but I like these plates, bro. It's so good, so good. Because I actually never had them until now. So Color, I want to keep it this white that I got it in. It's free, and I actually kind of like it. I'm digging it. Spoiler, don't need. You really don't need it on a drift car. Suspension. This is the one thing I can't remember. Um, for my drift car, I believe it's stock. So I'm gonna leave that for now. But I have to look at my other one because I want to make it like that one because that one's so good. But yeah, again, we're gonna be spending $40,000. Heartbreaking. Oh, I put one too many. Oh, wait, I can fix that. Yes, perfect. Thought I would have to delete everything, but nope. So boom, rip. Turbo is also, you need this on your car. If you don't have it, it's gonna be a little more challenging in a way because okay, I'm gonna go over what everything does. Engine gives you more power. Suspension makes your car more slippery or non-slippery depending on what car you're using. Like the tuner's cars, the more suspension, which this thing isn't a tuner's car, more suspension, the more slippery the car gets, the less the what you call it, the less slipperier it is, you know what I'm saying. And for cars like this, it actually does depend on what you're doing. So for me personally, stock suspension has been beautiful, but if you start out drifting, I used to start out with the max. That makes the car a little more finicky in my opinion. You gotta like very like be on that counter steer while it's stock suspension. Little pro tip, you really don't need to do that much counter steering. It's really good. I use it for tandems. It's amazing. So turbo, on the other hand here, oh wait, I missed transmission. Transmission makes it so if you compare a stock transmission to a race transmission, the two different trail paths of your clutch kick is different. So with the stock one, it's going to be less, and with the upgraded one, it's going to be more. Depending on which one you go with, the length like gets further. And also the turbo adds onto the power and that just a smidge and makes it so much better. And it just makes the car just sound better, in my opinion. I like turbos. So I'm going to be spending another $50K on that. Wheels, I'll skip for now. And do it. I'm going to do light smoke. I want to do light smoke. Light smoke. Because I like it on this thing. I have it on my other car. Beautiful. Wheels. Finally, wheels. Wheel choice. Woo, so much fun. What do I go with? What do I go with? What do I go with? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know. I'm thinking. I was like prepared. I was like ready to go, and then I'm trying to remember what I was gonna do for wheels. What was I gonna do? I had it in my brain. I'll tell you that now. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got for some options? None of these are really doing anything. These are really interesting for this car actually, and I kind of don't mind it. I'm trying to think. What's I gonna do? Do I want to go with? Those look kind of weird. These look okay. Okay. Yeah, I can work. I can work with that. I can work with that. This is the longest I've spent on wheels. I'm telling you that now. Wheels, 50 50? No, 30. 30. Not 50. I was thinking of other wheels. Chunk out of my money there. Oh my. And I do want to color them. Do I color them white? Frost white? I'd have to color my car frost white though. Or do I do stone silver? Ooh, I kind of like stone silver. Stone silver, beautiful. Okay. I think that is good. So the total. So I know what suspension is finally on my drift car, and this actually surprised me. And basically, what I need to do is spend a little bit more money on this car than I thought I would. So we're going to do four. As you see, it's $4,400. But I'm gonna subtract 400 and or four. Wait, I'm saying 400. $4,900 for the low grip tires I gotta throw on how I drive them, stuff like that. And also, if you guys want me to go into detail with some of these cards, because I've done has upgraded exhaust, I can't even remember. But this one with the roll cage option is definitely a little more, a little like stiff almost. It just, but I actually kind of like it. It's something different. And honestly, if you're wondering how I'm drifting this, it is my clutch kick. I am not some person that just taps the handbrake and calls that drifting, even though it's sliding. But yeah, so basically how I do it: clutch kick, and then also counter steering, and a little bit of throttle control. You don't need to do much throttle control in this game. It's mainly for when you're doing stuff like changing tandems, where really it's important to clutch kick, throttle control. Also, little tap on the brakes now and then. Yeah. I knew that van was gonna be a problem, and it was. But yeah, this thing works really, really well, and this is kind of how I built this car, and I think it works pretty good. Can't lie. I wouldn't make any changes, obviously, because that's gonna be more money, and I think I built it pretty well. Yeah. So that's kind of how I build my Rapid GT. Obviously, roll cage, probably last minute decision, but I think it is actually really good for this car. And yeah, but obviously you guys can play around with it. And please, if you have a budget, don't go over it. If you guys don't have enough money for this car in this game, then just maybe skip over this one, or just save your money. And this thing is great. I wouldn't say it's really a great beginner car. It's a little bit of a faster paced drift car, but it is so much fun. So if you guys enjoyed, like I said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to that 500 subs. Now that I've hit 400, thank you, by the way. And what did I say? Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I had to back up a little quick, just so that way I can remember. So that way you guys can stay up to date and know when I upload. Because if you don't have that on, how you know I'm supposed to upload? You know, unless you're checking your subscriptions feed every single minute. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm trying to see if I can connect a really nice drift here. Oh, I wanted to tap that so bad. And this thing's so good. Wait, hold up. Hold up. Okay, that was beautiful. Okay, well, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace. Okay, actually, I have to end this video. Peace.